Hello, dear students. So, in previous all lectures, I have explained about the Mendeleev's periodic table, definition of periodic table, and modern periodic table, and all other things related things. General trend in the periodic table according to the group and according to the period. So here, a study of specific group to group has given group 1 and group 17. So whatever the group has given and group 2 also, so that we will learn means in specific group what the generally you general trend you all know. General trend means in each and every group and each and every periods, that types of trend is you can check that kind of trend means whatever it term of valency, like the previous page if I say here, that the for number of electron, number of cell, valency, size of atom, properties of the element, okay, means reactivity, metallic character, that trend is general. But if we are talking about the particular a group, now if I coming, that will explain over here. That is, suppose first group 1 alkali metals, the elements such as lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, that all have one electron in their outermost shell, and okay, so their valency, therefore their valency is 1. Okay, and so they are known as alkali metal because they are valency 1, so they are strong metal, you can say, and highly reactive. So they will strongly react with water and form their hydroxides. Okay, and that hydroxide are strong alkali. Strong alkali means base, you can say also base. Suppose sodium, potassium, NaOH, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. Okay, all the lithium, LiOH also, they all are strong alkali. Okay, so now move to the next page. All the general trend you will watch here. This is the normal general equation. 2m, in place of m you can put sodium, potassium, lithium, rubidium, cesium, whatever, any element from that this group you can put over here. That's why m means any metal from 1a group. Students, this general trend and the reactions, first thing I'm saying, in case in the next chapter, the study of hydrogen also, lot of reaction you need to learn, so that you need to memorize. You just took two A4 size page, and then you make a note of some reactions. Okay, in senior class, so that you need to do. Here also from this class you need to do this thing, because it will help you to remember all the reactions every day morning, early morning. If you watch all the reactions, it will just stay in your vision always. You can, if you close your eyes, you can remind that. Otherwise there is no other way to remember this thing. Okay, so next, move to the characteristics, electronic configuration. All elements electronic configuration has given lithium 21281. Okay, like this way. Okay, you can see all have one electron outside. Occurrence, they are very reactive and do not occur in free state, so they are generally accepted as a ore. Okay, they got from the nature through the ore. And in the chapter metallurgy, the ores also, from which ore which element is extracted. Specific element, okay, not all element present in the periodic table. Generally, it don't all that not neat. Okay, according to your age and according to your class. So nature, they are very soft. Okay, they can be cut in knife. Sodium, in senior class, if you take the graduation honors, then you can use in hand, you can use these metals. Okay, these are very soft, and you can cut by knife. Okay, now come to the bonding. All alkali metal salts except some salts of lithium are ionic in nature. Okay, they are ionic, they will release one electron and they will convert it into positive charge. So here, action of water, action of air also, they will rapidly oxidized in what in presence of oxygen. Okay, that's why they will keep in kerosene. Due to the reactive nature, element group 1 are kept in kerosene or glycerin like substance. Okay, in solvent they used to just dissolve on that things. Okay, sink on that kerosene or glycerin. Otherwise, in normal air, open air, they will react with air also, like this way. Sodium will form sodium oxide. Okay, mm, with water, with air, carbon dioxide also they will react. Now student, reactivity this increase down the group, reactivity of these metals increase down the group. Action of water, the reactive violently with water, that you already know here, already it has given. Okay, they will form the hydroxide and hydrogen. Now action of acid, they are react violently with dilute acid, means hydro HCl and H2SO4, not HNO3. You just remember this thing. They will react violently with HCl and H2SO4 to produce hydrogen. Okay, that you must remember. Any alkali metal will produce, because that you learn in hydrogen also, study of first element hydrogen. There also this reaction has given. Okay, they form unipositive ion easily, so that they are strong reducing agent. You know, reducing agent means other, it will reduce other, itself oxidized. Okay, any element which will itself oxidize and leave donate a electron to the other element, that is called other element or ion or other sub element, you can say that, that is called reducing agent. Okay, so they will release electron, means they are strong reducing agent. When freshly cut, they show typical silvery white metallic luster, but soon they turn dull, tarnish, because they will react with air. Okay, so all alkali metal salts impart color to flame. Yeah, as for example, lithium crimson red, sodium green, golden yellow. Okay, and potassium lilac. Matter is that these are, they will, when they will burn in the flame. Okay, there is oxidizing and reducing flame in the burner. When a burner gas stove is burning, the burner have two types of flame, one inside and another outside. You can say they are differentiate like oxidizing flame and reducing flame. So that you will learn in senior class with example, when that color diagnosis is their flame test, which is known as flame test. Okay, in your class also, at the last practical portion, their flame test has given. You can check right now that there is different element, ion will show different color. Okay, so they are, by this way you can detect the means what element is present. In unknown element detection is present in the chemistry practical. Okay, now alkali metals are obtained by electrolysis of their molten salts. Okay, that electrolysis you will learn by the process electrolysis, the pure metal is obtained of alkali metals. Now students, come to group 2, alkaline earth metal. Little concept has given. Okay, just their reaction is with air, with water, air, water and dilute acid. Okay, similarly here also these are the elements: beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, radium. They are all outer configuration. You can see 2 electron is there. Okay, so they are called alkaline earth metal, because they are known alkaline earth metal, because their oxides occur in earth crust and their hydroxides are weak alkali. Okay, so because their oxides occur in earth crust. Okay, generally they form oxide rather than hydroxides. Okay, because their hydroxides are weak alkali. All the elements of this group have 2 electron in their outermost orbit and show the variable valency 2, so they placed in group 2a of the periodic table. Okay, so you can see their outermost electron too, so their occurrence, their nature, grayish yellow bonding. Okay, alkaline earth metal salt except beryllium are ionic compound. Okay, only beryllium form covalent type bond. Okay, dative, otherwise other all are ionic. Action with what, air, their reactivity increases moving down the group. Okay, they are less reactive than the alkali metal, because student, alkali metal is highly reactive, one electron is there. So that's why they are highly reactive, rapidly they will release the electron and they will undergo the reaction. So that's why they are but in case of two, as the question coming to release two electron when they are undergoing any reaction of group to these elements, so they will show a less reactivity because here the question of removing two electron, that's why. So they will react with, but they will react with water. Okay, any alkaline earth metal they will react with water to form alkali. And you know the two OH ion is needed here, one OH because plus one minus one, but here you can see M is plus two. Okay, and so two of OH minus one, so two OH needed to make a stable alkali. So that's why MOH whole 2 is here. Reaction with acid similarly react with, they will the elements react with HCl or H2SO4 to form produce hydrogen. They form dipositive ion, you know, they release two electron to make take the stable nearest noble gas configuration, and they are also strong reducing agent. Melting and boiling point are comparatively low but higher than the alkali metal. Okay, so some you need to remember, students, and there is nothing else, you need to study it. Okay, and remember these things. Now they are they they are having color also, except beryllium and magnesium, all other have impart color to the flame. Okay, in flame test calcium give brick red color, strontium crimson, barium apple green, radium crimson. Okay, they obtain by electrolysis of their molten salt. Okay, now coming to the 17 group known as halogen, you know their valency also 1 or 7, they can show their valency also 7, no problem. Okay, so these elements all have 7 electron in their outermost shell, they are very reactive. Okay, most reactive non-metal, because uh, when the question is coming valency 1, that means students they are extremely reactive, their reactivity decrease down the group. For example, fluorine is the most reactive and iodine is least reactive, because students size is increasing. Okay, as the size is increasing, reactivity decrease. But for cation that is reverse. For cation, if you go down, reactivity increase. But anion, if you go down, that is that their reactivity is decrease. Okay. Mm, they there is a steady increase melting point, boiling point, go down the group. Fluorine is gas, chlorine gas, bromine liquid, and iodine is solid. Astatine highly radioactive and rare element. Astatine last. Okay. The intensity color because when you are when you are going down, their state also change. Okay, fluorine chlorine gas, then liquid, then solid. Fluorine pale yellow gas, chlorine greenish yellow, bromine reddish brown liquid, and iodine is violet solid. Okay, they all are poisonous and have a similar strong pungent and unpleasant odor. They all after diatomic. Okay, fluorine F2Cl2, bromine I2. Okay, and why diatomic, you know, they form covalent bond with each other. Okay. Mm, they all have valency 1 and form compound with similar formula. With hydrogen plus 1, they all are minus 1, so HCl, HF, hydrogen bromide, hydrogen iodide. Okay, so they are hydride of halogen. Suppose X, halogen is symbolized as X, so all hydride is generally you can like as HX. So in place of X you can replace with chlorine, bromine, iodine. Okay, so that all are known as halides. They produce series of compound with other element, chloride, bromide, okay, iodide together, they known as halides. These are halides. Halides means this hydrogen bromide, hydrogen chloride. Okay, so the halogens themselves can react directly with metals to form metal hydride, metal halide. Okay, or salt. Means suppose if you talk about the first group 1 metal, sodium hydride. Okay, or sodium chloride, sodium fluoride, NaF. Okay, that are metal halide. Sodium chloride, NaBr, sodium bromide, NaI, sodium iodide. Okay, similarly for potassium also they will form there. So they halides are generally salt, sodium chloride, you can say. They are salt. Why salt? Because salt is generally prepared by acid and base react with themselves. So suppose sodium hydroxide and NaCl formed by reacting NaOH with HCl. Okay, so NaOH is a base and it is acid. So acid base react to form the salt. That's why sodium chloride is known as halide, or basically that's why bracket it has written salt, metal halide, that Na and Cl and water will form. So students, you must read that group 18 also, that they are noble gases. Okay, when Mendeleev constructed the table, there is no mention because that time noble gas was not discovered. Okay, reminder, no discovered, their existence was not there. So after the discovery, William Ramsay isolated this gas. He was awarded Nobel Prize for the contribution. These gases are referred as inert gas, meaning they do not participate in reaction. In 1960, some reaction has made. Okay, some compound of xenon and krypton have made, and their name changed to noble gas. Okay, so these are the gases. They are all configuration. You can see stable electronic configuration. You must read their properties. Okay, their melting boiling point is extremely low. Maybe one mark question will come that they are monoatomic because their electronic configuration is stable. Okay, that's why they are monoatomic. So students, here also, why they are called noble gas, that question used to come here. It has written that why the group 18 called noble gas here. The uses of noble gas depend on their unreactive nature. Helium, acha, use of helium, okay, in airships and balloons. Okay, and neon, noble gas, neon lights, bright color lights, fireworks. Okay, they are also used to give the different color. Okay, generally all have the different elements is present in fireworks also. Different element have different color in fireworks. In puja pandal you are using what, they are all the metals, different metals using different, they emit different color. That's why different color fireworks is available in the market. Okay, so that is the thing students. Uses of periodic table you must read. Okay, periodic table useful predict an existence of new element. It has been useful in the past in the correct correcting the properties of element. Study of element is very easy, sophisticated. Okay, position of the element, their atomic number, electronic configuration, valence electron properties, all can easily we can calculate, we can write by due to the periodic table. Okay, nature of chemical bond, nature of chemical compound they will form, that is also we can easily uh, mm, we can easily say about that. Okay, so that is all about this chapter students. Thank you.